Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the Geobyte Diploma series. In the last video, we discussed three problems on theory of simple bending. In this video also, let us continue the problems for the theory of simple bending. Look at the very first problem. Very first problem is a steel bar 10 wide. Width of the steel bar is 10 and 8 thick. Thickness is 8 is subjected to a bending moment. The radius of neutral surface is 100 centimeters. That means radius of curvature R is given 100 centimeters. Determine the maximum and minimum bending stress in the beam. You are asked to find the maximum bending stress and minimum bending stress. First let us write the given data. The width of the beam equal to 10 thickness of the beam equal to 8 This thickness is depth D equal to 8 is subjected to a bending moment. The radius of neutral surface, radius of curvature equal to 100 centimeters equal to 1000 Determine the maximum and minimum bending stress. Maximum bending stress sigma max equal to how much? Similarly, minimum bending stress sigma minimum is how much? That is the problem. Bending equation E by R equal to M by I is equal to sigma by Y. This is the bending equation. Now, is it Young's modulus given for the problem? Young's modulus, since it is a steel, assume for the steel Young's modulus is 2.1 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Dear students, in the examination also, if Young's modulus is not given for steel, you can take the same value, either 2 into 10 power 5 or 2.1 into 10 power 5, which is in Newton per mm square. Right. Now, from this bending equation, you take the first and last term, E by R equal to sigma by Y. From this, bending stress sigma equal to E by R into Y. E be the Young's modulus, that is material constant, remains same. R be the radius of curvature. Then when Y is maximum, bending stress is maximum. When Y is minimum, bending stress is minimum. From this I can say that the bending stress is the function of only Y. At Y equal to, if Y is becoming Y max, sigma is becoming sigma max. But at center of the beam, at the center of the beam, y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means when y is becoming 0, sigma becomes 0. This is the minimum bending stress. Minimum stress. So minimum stress means here 0 stress only. Otherwise, let us take a beam. This is the neutral axis. At the outermost layer, y becomes y max. At the neutral axis, y equal to 0. When y equal to 0, sigma equal to 0. But in our problem, the thickness is given. Look at the thickness. In our problem, thickness is given 8 mm. That thickness is nothing but depth of the beam only. Then let us find the depth of the beam is given 8 mm. Depth equal to 1 minute. Depth equal to thickness is equal to 8 mm. This is the depth. That is the depth of the beam. Then y equal to what? Y equal to d by 2 equal to 4 mm. Therefore, maximum bending stress at the outer layer, maximum bending stress is found only at the outer layer. Look at the relation. Bending stress formula is sigma. Bending stress sigma equal to E by R into Y. Maximum bending stress sigma max equal to E by R into Y. Young's modulus 2.1 into 10 power 5. The radius of curvature given 100 centimeters is equal to 1000 mm. Radius of curvature given 100 centimeters equivalent to 1000 millimeter. Y equal d by 2. D by 2 is 4. You simplify this value for getting maximum bending stress at the outermost layer 840 Newton per millimeter square. Minimum stress, that is 0 stress. Minimum bending stress is found minimum or 0 bending stress is found at the neutral axis. That is sigma minimum is equal to 0 at the centroidal axis or neutral axis. I hope all of you understood. Let us go for one more problem. Yes. Look at the next problem. A rectangular beam of 200 mm width. Width of the rectangular beam, breadth equal to 200 mm and 400 mm depth. Depth of the beam is 400 mm. Depth equal to depth of the beam equal to 400 mm, is simply supported over a span of 4 meters. The problem is given for simply supported beam. Simply supported beam has two supports at its both ends. The length of the beam is given 4 meters and carries a distributed load of 10 kilonewton per meter. It is carrying UDL, uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load is 10 kilonewton, W equal to 10 kilonewton per meter. Determine the maximum bending stress. You are asked to decide the maximum bending stress. For that, first let us find the general formula for maximum bending moment for the simply supported beam subjected to UDL over its entire length. Let that UDL is W, length of the beam is L. Then let this is the A, B, reaction at A is RA, reaction at B is RB. Here RA plus RB equal to W into L, UDL multiplied by UDL distance. Since the UDL is acting throughout its length, then I can say that RA equal to RB equal to WL by 2, equally sharing WL by 2 and WL by 2. For the case of simply supported beam, maximum bending moment is occurring at the middle. Let that middle point is K. Maximum bending moment at middle of the beam. Maximum bending moment at the middle of the beam, M suffix max. Find the bending moment at the middle of the beam. RB is developing a moment which is in anti-clockwise direction. The moment given by the RB into distance up to middle. Distance up to middle is L by 2. That is anti-clockwise moment. Generally, anti-clockwise moments are taken positive, whereas clockwise moments are taken negative. RB is developing the anti-clockwise moment, that's why it should be positive. Whereas WUDL is developing the clockwise moment with respect to the middle K. That's why I am taking the negative. Minus, first get the point load from the UDL. W into L by 2. UDL into UDL distance up to the middle point is giving the point load. Once we get the point load from the UDL, assume that resultant point load is acting at the middle. From that middle point to the distance up to K. From the middle point to the distance up to K is L by 2. So this is the point load. Point load multiplied by distance is giving the bending moment. Point load multiplied by distance is giving the bending moment. That distance is L by 2. Now let us simplify that part. It is equal to maximum bending moment RB equal to WL by 2 into L by 2 minus WL square. एक minute, इसी okay, this is not L by 2, it is L by 4. I am sorry, this is L by 4 because from B to K is L by 2. From this point to from this point to k, L by 4. I am sorry, let me write it clearly. L by 4 should be very clear, should be very you should be uh, you should be very careful while you are doing the problem. Double L by 2, this is the L by 4. एक minute, this is the double L by 4. Yeah. Double L by 2 and L by 4. L by 4. So it is WL square by 8. Now it is equal to WL square by 4 minus WL square by 8. Simplify this one for getting WL square by 8. I hope you understood. Remember, if a simply supported beam is subjected to a UDL over its length, over its entire length, then maximum bending moment is occurring at the middle with a magnitude WL square by 8. From the next problem onwards, straight away we can take this value. Now let us write that point. If a simply supported beam is subjected to UDL over its entire length, comma, the maximum bending moment is found at the middle of the beam with a magnitude is WL square by 8. Similarly, for example, if the simply supported beam is subjected to point load at the middle, this is the simply supported beam of length L. If a simply supported beam of length L is subjected to a point load at the middle, then this is L by 2, this is L by 2. Since the load acting at the center, let this is the A, B, RA with the reaction at A, RB with the reaction at B, RA equal to RB for this case, RA equal to RB, that is equal to W by 2. It is W by 2. Then maximum bending moment occurs at the middle of the beam. Maximum bending moment occurs at the middle of the beam. That maximum bending moment at the middle of the beam is equal to, tell me, W by 2 RB into distance up to middle K, RB into L by 2. No other load is there between the B and K. It is equal to RB equal to what? W by 2 into L by 2. W by 2 into L by 2. You simplify this value for getting WL by 4. That is the A maximum bending moment at the center of the simply supported beam when it is carrying the concentrated load at the middle of the beam. You try to remember this value. So let me write that conclusion. When a simply supported beam is subjected to a or is carrying a point load at its center, comma, maximum bending moment occurs at the middle of the beam with a magnitude is WL by 4. You try to remember these two relations, but you have to read the problem to know whether the simply supported beam is subjected to UDL or point load, either its over its entire length or at the middle of the beam. Now come back to our problem. So maximum bending moment is WL square by 8. Now what is the W? W is given. The W which is given for our problem is, did I write? W equal 10 kilonewtons. W equal to 10 kilonewton per meter. And the length is given 4 meters. Then what is the maximum bending moment? 10 into 4 square by 8. You simplify this value for getting around 20 kilonewton meter. It is equal to 20 into 10 power 3 Newton meter. But for getting in Newton mm, 20 into 10 power 6 Newton mm. That is the maximum bending moment. Once you know the maximum bending moment, you know how to find the bending moment. So here maximum bending moment m equal to for a rectangular beam BD square by 6 into bending stress. Here the maximum bending moment 20 into 10 power 6 is equal to width. Is it width given, dear students? 1 minute. Width is given, yes, width is given 200, depth is given 400. So BD square, B is 200, D is 400 whole square, BD square by 6 into bending stress. Simplify this value for getting the maximum bending stress is around uh, let me simplify it. It is, the answer is 3.75 Newton per millimeter square. I hope all of you understood. Let us take one more problem. Look at the next problem. A cantilever beam 3 meters long. Length of the cantilever beam 3 meters. And rectangular section carries UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter. The load is given 20 kilonewton per meter over its entire length. Okay. if the maximum stress induced is not to exceed 125 Newton per mm square. Bending stress developed is given 125 Newton per mm square. Find the dimensions. Find the dimensions of the beam. Take depth of the section is twice the breadth. Depth of the section is 2 times the width. This is the problem. Now let us construct the beam. It is a cantilever beam carrying UDL over its entire length. The magnitude of UDL is W and the length of the beam is L. Remember, if a cantilever beam is subjected to UDL over its entire length, the maximum bending moment is occurring at the fixed end. Therefore, maximum, let us write it, maximum bending moment at fixed end, m equal to, the given load is UDL type. First you try to convert from UDL to point load. UDL multiplied by UDL distance. Once you multiply UDL with UDL distance, you will get the point load. Assume that point load is acting or concentrating at the middle. From that middle point, you take the distance up to the fixer into L by 2. I hope you understood. First I converted from UDL to point load by multiplying UDL with UDL distance. Once I got the point load by multiplying UDL with UDL distance, I am assuming that the resultant point load is acting at the middle of the beam. From that middle point to the fixer, from the middle point to the fixer, the distance is L by 2. So it is equal to W L square by 2. So if a cantilever beam is subjected to UDL over its entire length, the maximum bending moment is occurring at the fixed end with a magnitude m equal to WL square by 2. Therefore, maximum bending moment W is given 20, L is given 3 square divided by 2. You simplify this value for getting maximum bending moment. Maximum bending moment is 90. It is 90 kilonewton meter. It is equal to 90,000 Newton meter. For getting it in Newton mm, again multiply with 1000. 90,000 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. Indirectly it can be written 90 into 10 power 6 Newton mm. That is the maximum bending moment. So but bending moment m equal to z into sigma. Z is the section modulus. M equal to section modulus z for a rectangular body is, एक minute, z equal to, for a rectangular body, already we discussed, bd square by 6. So bd square by 6 into sigma. Here m is 90 into 10 power 6 equal to breadth. The breadth into depth equal to 2 times the breadth, depth equal to 2 times the width. So it is 2 times the b whole square by 6 into sigma. It is equal to 90 into 10 power 6 is equal to 4b cube by 6 into sigma. From this you find the width. width equal to 6 into or 6 by 4 into 6 by 4 into 90 into 10 power 6 divided by sigma. What is the sigma? 125. Let us write the sigma value. 125. This is b cube, right? This is the b cube. 125. You simplify this value for getting the b. Here b we are getting is, breadth we are getting is, breadth we are getting is 102.6 mm. 102.6 mm and depth equal to 205.2. It is 2 times the 1 minute. Here depth equal to 2 times the breadth, 2 times the 102.6. Simplify this value for getting around 205.2 mm. That is how you can decide the width of the beam and depth of the beam. So with this problem is ending. Dear students, I hope you clearly understood. So with this I am concluding this video. In the next video I will discuss some more important problems. Please go through all these problems. These are all important problems. You try to put on the paper whatever you read, then only it will be useful. Don't try to read the problems. Without pen paper work, it is very difficult to score the marks in the strength of material. It is very easy. It becomes very easy when you practice with pen and paper. Otherwise it is very difficult subject. So you try to keep on watch our videos. You please inform to your friends also to subscribe our video, to watch our videos. So I will definitely explain all the concepts and numericals connected to strength of material for the diploma students. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Geobite.